Hello, I'm James George and this is Web Design Blog, and this week I'm going to talk about the image processor in Photoshop and how it can save you a lot of time. So let's say that you have a lot of images that are not in the right format. Let's say, for example, you have a lot of PNG files and you want to save them as JPEGs and reduce their file size and work with smaller, more compressed JPEGs. Well, uh, normally you would think that you would have to open up each individual PNG file and then save it as a JPEG. Or you could run a batch or something like that, or create some sort of action. Well, you really don't have to do that. You can actually handle that with a built-in feature in Photoshop, which will handle it in seconds. So let's say when you create a screenshot, especially on an Apple computer, it creates it as a PNG file. So the screenshot is natively just a PNG, I think PNG 8 or PNG 24, something to that effect. And so I have a list of screenshots here, but I want them as JPEGs. So if you open them up in Photoshop, you can see that you have a list of different screenshots. And in order to process them quickly, all you have to do is go to File, Scripts, Image Processor. From here, you'll have options come up, and since you've opened them already in Photoshop, you can say Use Open Images, or you can point to a folder if, let's say, you had a lot of PNG files that you wanted to turn into JPEGs. You would choose the destination folder. So let's say that you want to create a new folder and just labeled it JPEGs or something simple like that. And so you've pointed it there. You want to save it at a certain file type. So save it as a JPEG. The quality, you can make it as good as you want. I think 12 is the highest. You could also resize it to fit certain dimensions. But if you just want to worry about the file format, then that's just fine. But you can also save it as a PSD or as a TIFF. And you can even enable compression, which is pretty cool. You can also run actions and do different things like that. But just being able to mass export a huge group of PNG files as JPEGs, that's excellent. So let's just say that you have everything that you want. Choose Run. And what's going to happen is Photoshop is automatically going to do all the work for you, which is something that anybody would love. And so it looks like it's done. So let's hop over to our desktop and look at the JPEGs folder. And they place a folder in there for you. And there are all of your screenshots saved in JPEG format. Now it keeps the name, which is the screenshot, and then like the day and the time and all that stuff. So you can change it to whatever you want, and you can just hit enter and it will bring it up, and then you can put in the name of the file that you want it to have. And then when you're done, you hit enter, use your down arrow key, hit the enter key, enter in the new title, and so on and so forth. And so you can go down the line and name your files and do everything instantly. So this could save you a lot of time from having to go in and individually save each file in the format that you want. Well, that's it for this week. I'm James George, and this is Web Design Blog.